Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the breakfast animation stream with Doig and Swift.
Mike does this thing where it's like, okay, ready, and then I say good morning, and then he looks at me like I'm stupid for like 5 seconds, and then gives me a thumbs up.
That's because I have to hit the. If I had a button, maybe I should set up a button that is like, okay, it switches the scene and it switches on the microphone.
Right.
When we're in the stream screen, I have to manually switch the microphone on and off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great to see you too, Steiny.
Yeah.
If you're tired, don't worry. Get some rest.
We are starting late. But to make up for it, I pointed the Buffy cam at Buffy up on the table.
Buffy's not up on the table.
She's right there.
Is she? I can't see her. I'm missing a Buffy.
It's just a Buffy butt.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm missing the best part of the stream.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome. Yesterday I was doing this study. Partial face cam. I guess it's, yeah, well, India is like, just, yeah, it's like you can see your eye. Oh my gosh, 1 second.
The eye's the best part, it's the window to the soul.
It is, yeah, you can tell a lot about a person from their eye.
Yeah.
If you take it out.
Oh.
And turn it around.
Oh no, that's not what I meant at all.
And whip it.
Is that why you have that weird collection of eyes in the basement?
It is. That basement that we have.
I did wonder. I was gonna ask. I didn't want to know the answer.
One man's trash is another man's eye collection.
I don't think you feel people's eyes they're trash. I think most people want to keep them.
Maybe some people have trashy eyes.
Well,
Do you reckon a trash eye exists?
I don't know, Mike. Is that your quest to find one?
Yeah.
Oops. I really did his nose by accident.
I like the out of contextness of Alien's introduction in here, because she's just like, my butt is here, and Unknown was like, hi. Okay.
Okay.
It's because I told her to get her butt into the stream.
Nice.
So she's like, my butt is here. But out of context, I can see how that is pretty outlandish language to use as an introduction.
Stanley has a question.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you ever come to a point in writing where you know what happens after a certain point, but you're not sure how to get there? Yeah, that happens to me all the time. When that happens, I try lots of different ways to get there. Normally,
is one of them working backwards from your kind of solid endpoint, and kind of work out the chain of and cause of effect.
Yeah, having your theme definitely helps because you can try and make events coincide with what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So, knowing that your theme is that, for example, you're not alone even though you feel alone. You have to have someone who feels alone. You have to have people who want to spend time with that person that they don't realise want to spend time with them. And that eventually that character has to change their ideals. So knowing stuff like that can help you decide on events that lead up to the part you want to write.
Yeah, it kind
that
of
are going to tie into that.
It gives you a framework. Like there's lots of, say there's multiple paths to get to a destination, which is that what is going to happen. Having a theme lets you pick which particular path is most appropriate for this story.
Yeah, but when I said I try lots of different things, what I meant was that I actually, if there's a part that I'm writing towards that I know is going to happen but I don't know how it happens, I will try several different ways to get there and see which one throws up the most problems for me.
And pick that one.
Yeah, like it helps me a lot to make like a chain of events and then just to stick different things in the in-between bit between where you are now and the event you want to happen and just see which feels the best. Like I don't trust myself to get it right first time, so I just try lots of different things and then decide on the one that feels the most right.
Yeah. Is there a particular example from one of your projects that you feel like you talk about that was similar? Like was there something in Glim that you're like, I know I need to get here?
Let me think. Yeah, there was. There was Midge getting to her classroom.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted her to feel lost when she first got to the school, because it was important to make her feel like she was kind of a fish out of water.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to give the audience that horrible feeling you have when you're somewhere new for the first time. You're too kind of scared to ask anyone about where to go, but you don't really know where to go, and then you get stuck in a place where there doesn't seem to be a way out. And I was like, okay, well, how does she actually find the classroom then? Am I just going to have like several panels of her looking through the school until she finds it? Or is she going to get found by a teacher who's like, I'll show you where it is? And in the end, I came up with the idea that Sylvia would be late for class.
Which is very in keeping with her character.
Yeah, which is great because it sets up Sylvia's character too for book 2, where she's going to be more of kind of a main role.
Yeah.
And it also seeds in the idea of these post-it notes that Sylvia has all over all the time, and sets it up as a question as to kind of why she's leaving this trail of post-it notes everywhere, which is something that I can answer and dive into a little bit more later.
Yeah, so rather than giving some arbitrary way, you used it as a way to introduce a character.
Yeah, and of course she's too busy to talk to Midge because she's late. So that ties into her character too. So Midge has to follow the post-it notes. It's a good job that Sylvia has those.
I don't think Sylvia even notices Midge up until the point that Midge is like walking past her in the classroom.
No,
or
I don't
like
think
at the
so.
door.
I think that's important to establish how they first meet in that way.
Yeah.
As they'll be spending more time together in book 2.
Spoilers.
So yeah, that was something I was having a problem with, but I think you can find really good, elegant solutions that solve other problems later on for you if you try lots of different things. Because it took me a little bit to come up with Sylvia being late, but of course Sylvia will be late. She's late for everything. That's kind of one of her things.
Yeah. And you knew that she would be in the same class
as Midge, yeah. How goes book 2? It doesn't go at the minute, unfortunately. I got just way too much work on this year to be able to work on it the kind of amount I wanted to. So I've had to push it back. And probably it'll be next year that it's finished now. Just because I don't really have time to work on it at the minute. There was a while when I tried to work on it while having this amount of work on, and I just couldn't find the time. There was no way. So I've had to kind of just bite the bullet and say to myself, well, I'll have to focus more on it later. And right now focus on getting the freelance jobs out of the way.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But at least I know that when I come to spend the time doing it, I'll be able to put my focus and energy into it properly. Which I think is better than just trying to get something out for the day of the football festival, even if it's not what I wanted, even if it's not as good as it could be. Like, I'd rather make sure I'm really writing something cool.
I think you need to prioritize telling the story you need to tell rather than just getting a book out.
Yeah, I agree. I was under a really tight deadline last year, and that was really hard, but at least I could literally full-time the book.
Yeah.
Like, I was spending from 9 till 9 and longer doing the book every day, but I can't do that this year because I have 2 other music videos on that I'm part of, and that equates to kind of full-time work.
And he's like, you get to survive India. We still need Volume 3 after that. And
Yes.
I
I think Volume 2 is going to be a lot longer as well than Volume 1.
I know, and we did find a new home. This is where we are at the moment.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a really nice place to stay. And the person we're staying with is awesome. So we're really lucky. Very happy to be here right now.
Let's see, these. Others.
Yeah, we're happy for us too. Otherwise, we'll be coming to you from England instead of Ireland. Speaking of England, there's a festival on that I really want to go to. It's called Sword Punk, and it's just like a weapons training festival, and it looks really cool. I don't know if we'll get to go to it though because it's quite expensive. Tickets are quite expensive.
It looked really cool. It looked like camping for a week and learning how to use various types of weapons.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool. Hey, rabbit.
I have like sword throwing and axe throwing and whips and swords, and it's good.
For Swift to become even more dangerous.
Yes. To learn how to use pointy objects, not just wield them.
I don't know, I would turn those around. I would like learn how to wield them rather than just use them.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because wield feels hefty, like you've got a sense of. Is that my juice?
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Unless it's mine.
Yeah, you did spend quite an amount yesterday, like just looking me in the eye and just picking up my glass of juice and just walking away with it.
The trick is always to make eye contact.
Yeah. I think that's a cat's technique. It's like you know you're doing something wrong, but you're gonna do it anyway.
And I know that you're doing it, so know that they know that you know that you're doing it.
But the endearing level goes off the charts.
You'll forgive me if I just maintain eye contact while I drink your juice.
Okay, Steiny, take care.
Very nice, Steiny.
You're very welcome for whatever advice we can dig up for you.
Yes. Oh, is that our cat? No, it's our flatmate's cat. So when we moved in, the cat was already here, and she's awesome and adorable. She's called Buffy.
She is very adorable. I've got the camera a little bit zoomed in on her because she's just basking in the sun over there.
Aww.
So it's a very still cat.
She's found her spot of sunlight now. She's just not going to move all day.
Yeah. She's there.
I wish I was a cat like Eileen. They're so fluffy and adorable.
You have cat traits.
More like a lizard than anything.
Yeah. If you could be any kind of lizard, which kind of lizard would you be?
Komodo dragon. Poison everyone.
I don't
Spit on everything.
I don't know
Go and lick your face.
if Komodo dragon suits you. I think you're more like
A gecko.
no, you're more like the neck lizard.
The frilled neck lizard.
Yeah.
Because that's how I run.
Not just that. I think it's the neck shape is a bit like your hair shape. This thing. This is what I'm talking about. I think this is the kind of lizard you would be.
Oh, Mr. Smiley. Hello, good morning. I did see your dad's street art. It was awesome. I looked it up just after the stream yesterday. Pasted the name in. It's good stuff. It's really cool to meet someone who like has a family member who does street art. I used to really want to do that myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What sort of street art would you have done?
Oh, I don't know. Just cool stuff.
I feel
Probably
like
angsty stuff because I was a teenager at the time.
I feel like I've asked you this before.
Well, my parents were very, very tolerant of me. They gave me a room in my dad's house where I could spray paint the walls.
There you go. There's a picture of you as a lizard.
Bah!
Bah.
Triumphant. Rabbit does not see how you would be a bear. Surely not Michael. A bear? No.
No.
No. You're crazy. Where would you get a bear from? He's such a bear.
Mr. Smiley asked, do you guys find animating or drawing fire hard?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I find animating and drawing fire pretty difficult. Mainly because everyone puts such style to it, you know? It's actually pretty hard to find fire animated as if it's just realistic fire. People always tend to put their own flair onto it. Ha! No pun intended. But there you are.
You must have intended that one.
I think I find it difficult because I'm not 100% on the basics of it though.
I think I saw someone describe animating fire as looking at the pockets of air that are lifting through the fire and animating those instead.
Yeah.
So a lot about animating fire is understanding like what is driving the movement in the fire in the first place.
Yeah. I've never really tried. I mean, I've animated some explosions, if that counts.
You animated some really cool water.
Oh yeah, I animated some Ghibli water, but that doesn't count as fire.
No.
Yeah, I haven't animated much. So I definitely still have trouble drawing it and animating it. I'm just not sure what the shapes generally are, you know? I'm not very familiar with them.
I animated some I animated some fire for our Bacon's Pole Quest thing. It was like a hob, a gas hob, cooking a frying pan. Are you talking about Devilman Crybaby? Because yeah, we've seen the new series of that.
Fire seems to be the prime example of thinking a lot about negative space and how that interacts with the object.
Yeah, for sure.
Ha! That's cool unknown.
Devilman started out strong, but the story lost, like the story kind of got odd.
The first 3 episodes for me were amazing because they were just like, wow, animation.
Yeah.
But after that, I guess I kind of dropped off it. I lost it a little bit. A lot of people still really enjoyed it, but I was like, eh. I'm no longer really following what's happening.
Yeah. I remember like calling something. It's like da 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 da, and you're like, what? No. And then like next episode it was like, yep. And I was like, hey. Let's see if you're following along with that. Cool.
Nope. I don't remember what you're talking about, but good for you.
The part that cracked me up, that I really enjoyed about it, was him going, "I'm not a demon. I'm a devil man." I'm like, that's not comforting. That doesn't help the situation.
It makes you feel so
at
much
all.
better. I feel better when his arm just disappears, but he probably can't just disappear.
Yeah, it can.
No.
Animation. So what's everyone else up to?
Yeah.
Oh, that should not be there.
How was everyone's Monday?
I thought the new DMC was alright. Not the best anime of the year, but it did have some imagery. Agretsuko though, that or the new My Hero Academia are your favorite, says Mr. Smiley. I think we're up to date with My Hero.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's getting good.
It definitely feels like more stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Wow. It really changes size. A whole lot. Let's shrink this dude down.
Hardix killing time drawing some winter clothing so they can feel the cool. And
Is it working?
yesterday was my last comics class. Bye everyone. Sally.
Oh no! Was it a good class? Do you feel more prepared?
Are you saying bye to the people in your class? Is that makes sense?
Did you learn a lot being on the comics class?
You keep forgetting that bye is like a trigger here. Yeah, if you say goodbye, people think you're going. If I say goodbye to you, everybody thinks you're going. Bye, Swifty.
Bye, Mike. Bye!
Could you imagine the stream just ended? Like someone came and like clicked on it like, oh, they're saying goodbye. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna start a new one of these.
So you had a cool comics, well, it wasn't really a comics talk. You had a cool talk yesterday with a comics puller that you admired.
Oh, it was just a little like exchange about getting back into exercising because we're considering joining the gym that's near us, and this artist was talking about how they wanted to get back into like, I think it had like the hashtag healthy comics making or something, and just getting back into an exercising routine and healthy eating thing.
It's a good hashtag.
Yeah. Oh no.
She going?
She going. Bye bye. So we just exchanged gifts. I sent him one from the School of Rock. We haven't. Have you seen Kino's Journey?
No. I've never seen that. Which is I've heard of it though.
I've not heard of it.
You haven't heard of it?
No.
It looks adorable. It's quite old now.
No. What do you draw when you get down?
Happy stuff. Tend to try and cheer myself up. By drawing happy stuff. I used to draw angsty stuff all the time when I felt down.
Did it help?
I think it did help, yeah. It's just that when I looked back on it, it was really cringy. So I enjoy now drawing happy stuff. Instead, to try and cheer myself up, it's like easier on the eye to look back on. Kind of less embarrassing.
Yeah. I think drawing something that is filled with the feeling you have at the time is sort of like you're trying to get it, express it somehow.
Yeah. And different people cope different ways, I think. Or do you tend to draw when you're down?
I don't know. I don't tend to draw when I'm not feeling it. Or I do like bigger drawings, I guess. Like I just try and keep up the momentum on that.
I mean, if you don't draw, what do you tend to do?
I don't know. Like I think I probably just do studies and stuff, but I'm not really feeling like the creative stuff to make original stuff. Like I still make things, but it might just be at a slower pace. Okay, looking for a new. Oh, that could be cool.
If only there were a second Buffy rabbit, that'd be amazing. Oh, ma. Oh. You draw fish. Katie tends to draw horror when she's down, but also horror comedy. So it eases back into the less cringy fun vibes. That's cool. Horror is also very cool.
You think you've been hacked and known?
How come?
I'm not sure.
Yes, Buffy, hello. Hey there. Hey there. Here, we'll pick properly.
Hello? Do you need more food?
We don't have a cat, but the person we're living with has a cat, Katie. I can see that. Fish are kind of calming.
Oh. Oh.
There's only one cat, Hardy. She just makes enough noise for it to be two.
Oh. Oh. The camera is like sitting on its own wire, so it's a bit. There's feet. Cat feet. I love her little bow legs. Do you need a bow leg? No.
It's because she's so buff. She's got to like stand with her legs apart so there's room for all that muscle.
Yeah. Oh, I'll probably need to. Properties. Configure video. Camera control. Zoom down.
She is elegant. She's elevated until she trips over or something. Hey you, what you looking at? What you looking at? You don't want to come get petted? Come get petted.
Oh yeah.
Oh, pets. Oh. Aww. Oh no, you got a cat now too! Yay! Where's my play button? Let's check this works okay. I feel like some of the intensity has gone from this expression. Or I need to get it back.
Yeah.
Gotta get it back. So I'm gonna shrink his eyeballs. And narrow his eyelids.
She is a pretty small cat, yeah.
She's very small. I think she's plumped up a little bit since we've been here though, because we keep feeding her treats. Yeah. She's a little Sunday thing though.
Sunday? Is that the kind of Japanese personality type or something?
Yes, it refers to the characters who like someone but refuse to admit that they like someone, so they're frequently just violent towards them instead.
Oh, okay.
You know the no, I don't like you, but Baka.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That kind of meme is from that character type.
Gotcha. I'm with it.
Yes. That is very much like what Buffy's like. We did an experiment yesterday and we found out that every single time we stood next to her, she would move somewhere else. Doesn't want to be social.
Oh yeah, you were like standing close to her in the kitchen and she was just moving every time.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to do an experiment and just stand next to her. She wasn't having it. Did not want me in her space.
Did not. She's got intense stare and silent meow.
Has she?
Yeah.
Oh no, the worst combo.
Hey, old Buffalo. I wish we had some sort of like little Bluetooth cam. Or like a little robot that could follow her around.
A little robot that could follow her around. Intrusion of privacy, Mike. What about if she wants to go and have a bath or something?
That's true. You're right. I wouldn't want to invade her privacy like that.
Exactly. If she wants to go and poop.
Oh, well, we would keep the robot to this room. And hopefully she wouldn't poop here.
Fingers crossed.
Your little cheeks are flattened out.
I can only hope. She has such a triangle face when her cheeks are flattened out.
Yeah. They're just all fluff. All your buff is fluff.
What's happening to your YouTube unknown?
It's like someone else messaging as you.
Mr. Smiley, I think they've got I'm pretty good at drawing fish. But I guess that means I also get depressed a lot. Yeah. Doing art is a difficult career that relies a lot on your own sort of sense of mental worth for you to keep going. So it can be tough on the brain. Like when you attach your self-worth to your work and then you have to put your work out there to be judged by people.
Yeah.
It's difficult. You know, a lot of other people don't necessarily feel like their self-worth is attached to their job or what they want to do for a living.
I wouldn't know, like I don't have any other career. Like I think people still take pride in what they do, unless they don't. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they take pride in it, but I don't think they see it as directly reflective of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if you were filling in spreadsheets for a company, you'd be like, finally, I've created the ultimate spreadsheet that represents me as a person.
This is the best spreadsheet I've ever made. Maybe you would be.
Maybe.
Roxanne asks, have you all seen the new NSP video? The Danny Don't You Know one?
Yes.
Yes.
We have. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. It's a really catchy song and it's a really nice sentiment. I can see what the big fuss was about.
Yeah. So apparently they played that song at live shows for a while.
Yeah, but didn't release it as its own thing. But there was a lot of pressure from fans to do so because everyone loved it so much at the live shows. What we heard was that it was making people like cry in the audience. So we were super curious.
That's real nice.
And when it came out, we saw why.
Me and India listened to it like separately but together at the same time in our headphones, and we kept exchanging looks when things would kick in.
Yeah, and laughing together at some of the jokes.
Little thin Danny, yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job. He was very Danny-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see them live too. Mr. Smiley, I don't think that's bad. Hollow Knight's a great game.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for the Switch.
Enjoy what you enjoy. Don't feel bad about it.
Oh dear.
What?
I'm just looking at how much like his scale has changed.
Oh no.
Between frames,
oh,
yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
Yeah. Oh dear indeed. Hopefully no one else will notice, except they might. Let's see if I can animate this a little bit now that I've got the key poses in.
Yeah. That could be true. Ahmed. We like the structure of streaming in the morning though. I like to start a day with a nice little fun communal thing.
Yeah. I think we're okay. And we're not super doing it for the viewers.
That like to get viewers. We're
Yeah.
doing it for you guys.
That's very cheesy. We're doing it for you guys and for us. We love our little morning crew. It's a really nice way to start off the day for us.
Meow.
Like, I think I've said before, but honestly, I looked at some of the big YouTubers' streams that I enjoy watching. And there's really no point typing into the chat at all because you can't read anything that's happening.
Yeah, it just goes so fast.
It would be kind of sucky for it to get to that point, to be honest, because it wouldn't become a place where we could really hang out anymore. It would become much more of a performance, I guess, because we wouldn't be able to read any of the messages anyway.
Yeah, it's nice to have conversations.
Nice to hear what everyone's been up to. Not for the viewers, but for the viewers.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot at E3 that really excited me either, Mr. Smiley. I'm excited about the next Bethesda game, but I think that's a very long time
Which
away.
One? There were
The new
at least two.
New Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, it's weird how a soundtrack and then some landscape, and you're like, yes!
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited about that, but that could be like 2020 or something when that comes out.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They've got a space game they announced as well.
I'm excited about that. That sounds cool. I haven't seen much of that. Oh, you know what? I'm excited about Sable.
Sable, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Sable
awesome.
is the hello. Sable is the Mebius-inspired game. So far, all we've seen about it really is that you're in some kind of sand dune-ish location, and you have this kind of what would you call it? What do they ride in Star Wars?
Oh, it's kind of a hover bike.
Yeah, kind of like basically a futuristic hover bike.
Dune racer.
Yeah, that's a good way to a dune buggy. But yeah, that's inspired by the visuals of Mobius, and he's one of my favourite artists ever. So I'm 100% on board with feeling like I'm inside one of his pieces. Aaron is so cute in your style. Oh, thanks, Roxanne. He is a cutie. They're both cuties. It's the problem. They need to stop being so darn cute. I don't know how much longer they plan to do Game Humans for, but I kind of hope that they keep on doing it until they're like into their 60s. Because I would love to see old man Aaron and old man Dan still playing the game.
I don't.
Oh, how great would it be though?
It would be really great.
I'd love that so much.
I don't think they will.
I know, but it's a nice idea. I think I want to preserve these arms, but I think I'm just fighting a losing battle. I really need them to go straight down for this to work. You know, like when you draw something and you're remiss to get rid of it, but you know it really doesn't work in motion all that well.
You are so cute.
You are so adorable. Today. Run!
She knows.
Old man Dan.
I like that it has an eye patch. So I can just put it down if you want that.
Oh, Fallout Vault 76 is co-op only. Maybe we should look into whether me and Mike should play that. But yeah, to be honest, I didn't watch E3, but there's a really good podcast that I listened to called Let's Fight a Boss. It's done by some people here in Ireland who used to work at Boulder Media, same as me, and they're really, really funny. And they did a recap on E3, so I listened to that to get my news from E3 instead of watching the show itself. Did you see anything about Fallout Vault 76?
I did not.
Because apparently it's co-op only.
Wow, that's bold.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of game it is though. Like it could be any genre. But it's nice to hear of a co-op game.
It's nice to hear of a co-op only game.
Yeah. That's bad.
I guess if you're Bethesda, you can
do anything.
Yeah.
60-year-old Aaron yelling at video goes, he might get a heart attack. That's true. That would be a real danger.
Oh.
No one wants that. Don't die for our entertainment, Aaron. I think that I would like him to be able to retire to Japan and have a nice, easy, happy life. I might need to turn this up a little bit so I can hear the sound. Since I'm about to do some animation.
I didn't realise there was a new... Oh, Ori. I'd be excited to play a new Ori game. I enjoyed the first one.
Ori, Ori, Ori.
It's pretty tricky in places, but I enjoy the challenge of like I really like Metroid games. So yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, you enjoyed the first story, so
Yeah. It's a beautiful, well crafted game.
yeah, Aaron does suck at the games.
It takes it's it's difficult to play a game and talk and make jokes all at the same time.
I've got to say, it is. As someone who's tried to do it, it is really hard. It's like you're trying to have a conversation with someone while you're trying to wander around a place, and you end up just wandering for ages because you're just in the conversation.
Yeah. So the gameplay sort of takes the back seat because that's the least entertaining part.
But I think that's why I like Grumps. Like, I don't watch them to watch the games, really. I kind of watch them because I enjoy the commentary from Dan and Aaron.
Unless it's a particularly funny game, like that House Party one.
Oh my gosh, that was really funny, yeah. See, what am I doing with this frame? Let me figure it out. I need it to favour the top one, the top drawing. And I could make it really exaggerated. Like, drag his mouth a little bit.
I just got an image of you like grabbing him by the mouth and like dragging him down.
I think it was in Richard Williams' animated survival kit. He said that you should hit the open and closed mouth strong and then ease out of them rather than ease into them for the best results with lip sync. So I'm hitting the widest mouth shape first and then I'll ease back. If that makes sense?
Not to me, I wasn't listening.
Oh no, okay. It's fine. Sometimes I'm worried that what I'm saying doesn't make sense because, like, when we're playing games and it's kind of hard to do smart commentary when I'm animating sometimes, I'm like, did I say everything I needed to make this make sense, or is half of it still in my head? That's why having a co-host is valuable, because they can be like, what?
Yeah.
You just said the end of a sentence with no context.
I had been thinking about another thing. So there's a post recently, Game Grumps related, where they said it's the 5th anniversary. Whoa!
Wait, okay.
Sorry, the sound from Skype just got, like, stopped being suppressed.
Sometimes it does that. It's
yeah,
really weird.
And so suddenly...
It suppresses the music until it doesn't.
I think it's tied into my alert system on my computer. Jeez. Christ. Let me just check that the audio levels are fine for everyone else. Yeah, okay. So, what I was saying was, I realised that it's the 5th anniversary of Dan joining Game Grumps.
Oh.
Like, yesterday or something.
Oh.
And it made me realise that we've been together for 5 years.
Ah.
So...
That's less touching.
Dan must have joined Game Grumps, like, within, like around the same days, because it was this month that we got together. No,
it very much was. And the funny thing is that I was the one who introduced Mike to Game Grumps. And I remember at the time being like, oh my god, JonTron's just gone.
Yeah.
There's a new guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like him as much. Like,
yeah.
I miss JonTron. This is weird. It's a completely different dynamic. And then slowly over the years, I was like, you know what? This Dan dude might be better.
Yeah.
Like, I like this dynamic more. It's interesting how much it changed up the dynamic, though.
Yeah, you were saying that Aaron used to play more of the straight man.
Yeah, Aaron used to be the straight man to John's kookiness.
Yeah.
And now it's much more that Dan is a straight man to Aaron's kookiness.
Yeah.
But it's much less... With John and Aaron, their humour a lot of the time was based on, like, arguments and put-downs and stuff, which was really funny to watch because we knew they were just joking and they were really good friends and they were just ribbing each other.
Yeah.
But Dan's too nice to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like way more just like, I love you too. Which is great in its own way.
But yeah, I just thought that was fun.
But yeah, I'm really happy that Dan joined the Game Grumps.
Also, happy anniversary, India.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
What should we do for our anniversary? Do you want to go and learn how to use swords?
Sure.
Not just pushing what I want onto the anniversary.
Yeah. Hey!
What?
Hey.
You poking me for?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Oh my god.
Oh.
5 years.
5.
That's a long time.
I'm poking her in the hip.
Ow. Stop poking me.
5.
Ah.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I know. I heard you.
5.
Buy gum.
Ross is cool too. I like Ross.
Ross is really funny. And a super nice guy. Yeah, I would like, I think everyone just wishes that they could hang out with them. That's a lot of people's big dreams.
Little chat. 5.
5! Happy anniversary. That's my impression of Jeff Goldblum from the first Jurassic Park.
Oh.
It's very good.
If you say so. I don't
You know
remember.
what we could do for our anniversary?
What?
Play Sonic Mania together.
That's our next one.
I just like every anniversary thing is like something I want to do. I'm like, we should do this.
I'm not for doing the things we want to do.
What would you like to do, Mike?
Draw very naked ladies.
Oh wow. Something different, eh?
Yeah. I was like, hey, you know roughly how long ago I started taking art seriously?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. That's not quite a Harry.
That's true.
What is that?
What's what? What's 5?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what the equivalent is of 5 in Hogwartsians.
An Order of the Phoenix, maybe?
Did George and Fred leave in their 5th year?
No.
What year did they leave? In their 3rd year or something?
No, I think they either graduated or
They left.
they were still.
They dropped out.
But they were at the final.
Yeah, they came back for the final battle, but they dropped out of school
Okay.
when Umbridge was there. They pulled one big last final prank and then just flew off on their brooms.
Oh yeah,
It
and
was
they
great.
started their shop and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey girl.
Okay, chat. In what year did Fred and George Weasley leave Hogwarts? Was it their 5th year? Does anybody know?
Because they were already quite high in years to begin with. So.
Mr. Smiley, that sounds awesome!
What is it? What does it have?
I want to do that! I want Medieval Day to happen. Sounds great.
Oh, that sounds like what you want to do.
Yeah, it does. There we go. Let's get a smear up in there. What? What did you do?
Pom, 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 pom.
What? Okay, and his arm's gonna go down because he's anticipating bringing them up. What goes up must first go down, as physicians say. For every up there is a down, for every smile there is a frown, for every square there is a round, for every penny there's a pound. Stop and go, yes and no, that's what makes the world go round. Squash and stretch, throw and fetch, that's what makes the world go round.
What is that from?
It's from Sword and Stone.
Oh.
Except the lyrics aren't that, but
I like Squash and Stretch.
But it's like the anticipation song.
Yeah.
To and fro, stop and go. That's what makes anticipation frames. I might watch that film again with the lens that Merlin is one of the 9 old men.
And he's teaching him about animation.
Yeah, teaching Arthur about animation.
Is that the subtext to it, or are you just going to like project that onto it?
I'm going to project that onto it and see how much it matches. And then I'll write a long essay about how that's actually the secret meaning.
I like it.
Thank you. You animate the fish! I remember, Katie, that was really cool. Are you still doing those lessons, by the way? Or did they wrap up, and how was it?
I think she was doing it for a whole year, so
Oof.
I think she's still on that.
Oh, how's it going?
That is a car.
For every up there is a down. Let's see. I will find out.
Finding out Weasley thing.
Yeah. Fred, George, Weasley leave Hogwarts. What year were Fred and George when they left Hogwarts? That's not an answer.
This is just tell you which book they leave.
Says George started his 3rd year in 1991, when his younger brother Ron began his 1st year along with Harry Potter, who soon became his best friend. Harry joined the Gryffindor Quidditch team as its seeker, and became friendly with George and Fred as well. That's not an answer to the question.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Katie says she's halfway through the course, it's tough but fun, and that she's currently in storyboarding now, which she is loving.
How come nothing seems to have the information that I require?
Just look up how much older they are than Ron.
Well, they're in 3rd year when the main characters are in 1st year.
Okay.
And they leave during Umbridge's year, which is that 4th year? Because 5th year is Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, fuck. Maybe it's half good. No.
Umbridge. This is very important. Year. Hogwarts.
Kieran says, didn't they get expelled?
They did. We're trying to find out which year. they got expelled. Which year they were in?
Yeah, pretty much. India's working on some Game Grumps collaboration, and I'm just drawing figures and bears and stuff, just having fun.
Okay, so Umbridge was in Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix was the 5th novel, which means it'll be the 5th year.
So they were in 7th.
So they were in the last year.
Yeah.
When they got expelled.
I guess so, yeah.
Ah, well.
So they were almost to Hogwarts.
Almost to Hogwarts. So there's nothing that we can use to equate to 5 years.
No.
That's a shame. We were looking for things to equate to 5, as we've started a number system based upon how many years people have been at Hogwarts. And no, we do have a Discord server.
We do, yeah.
It's a bit full at the minute, so we tend to only let people in who are practicing artists, animators or writers. Because it's much more like a place we go just to critique work and share the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
Rather than a memey or chatty place. But we try to keep it focused. I will do this frame! Oh no, as we haven't seen your work before, you could send us a link to it via Twitter if you wanted. And we'll take a look. Karen, if you're interested, then we know you super well, so you're definitely welcome. I can send your link.
We went to a Voltron marathon for season 6 the other week there, and it was fun to catch up with you and there.
Yeah.
And Josh about the series as a whole.
Oh, that was really fun. I'm so happy I finally got to go to one of those.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Finally, season 6 was the season I got to go and see it with people. Oh, if you don't have Twitter Unknown, you can send it to us via any of the means that you have, so you can just email us if you want.
Yeah, dogswift@gmail.com.
Like, you don't have to get a Twitter on our behalf. It was a really good season. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. It was awesome. And Katie, that's really cool. Thank you, for recommending another critique and feedback place as well.
Yeah, I should say, Katie's running one called Anatomical Art.
Ooh.
And they do weekly challenges over there.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I've been out of the loop.
You have.
Are you part of it, Mike?
Katie invited me.
That's so cool.
Or I think I saw Katie was inviting people from Pegbar if they were interested, and I jumped over to see what was going on.
That's very cool.
I snooped.
You snooped.
I did.
Oh yeah, of course you can ask a question. I don't mind, and it's fine if it's silly, because my answer will probably be silly too. I'll do my best though. Oh, of course it's okay for you to share the link to it. Katie, feel free. Unfortunately, we have like quite a few people in Peg Bar that don't really post and aren't really around at the minute. So we should maybe do like a little cleanup where we find the people who haven't posted ever. But then I don't want to like remove people if they are just lurking and enjoying being there too.
Yeah.
It's a shame that there's so many people who don't seem to be very active.
Roxanne says that they were watching the progress videos that we tagged on the animated group one.
Oh, thanks for watching them.
I like the little cute astronaut kitty too.
They're kind of like they're a refined taste, only for people who are super interested in animation, so it's cool to hear that you're watching it. Yeah, I get you, Hardik. It's kind of scary being in new places, being surrounded by people.
Roxanne was wondering why you use different colours for storyboarding / rough animations.
Ah.
I can field this one if you want.
Mike has heard me answer this question a couple of times before.
Yeah.
You can if you want to, Mike. Feel free.
I think you just pick different colours so that you're able to draw over something without erasing, and then you like take the most visible line. So it's less a system that is meaningful and more just India chicken scratching her way to victory.
Okay. Well, the way I would put it is that it's faster to me than using the eraser. Like, if I'm doing a drawing and I see a bit I want to adjust, rather than erase it, which can be kind of messy and destructive to the rest of the picture, what I'll sometimes do is I'll just switch colours and do a tighten pass over the top of it in a different colour.
Yeah.
And then it's more clear to me the lines I want to follow, but I haven't had to worry about changing tool.
Right.
It hasn't like broken the flow. I'm still just drawing. I don't have to switch to the brave mode of erasing and then back to drawing.
Yeah. Because you know you're gonna redraw it most of the time anyway.
Yeah, like you can see here on this one, like I've obviously done a pass in pink first and then tightened it up in black.
Yeah.
To where I want it to be. I could have just built over and erased the pink and kept erasing, but it's easier for me to go over the lines again in a different colour than it is for me to erase them and then draw new lines. Like,
sorry, Eileen's coming in from the left field with you know, do you know what would be even faster in the air? Get it right in the first try.
Oh, Eileen!
There's fighting words.
Oh, Eileen!
Why would you even draw it wrong or sketchy?
I'll fisticuffs you. Take this out back. Put him up. If I could draw it right first time, Eileen, I would. Oh, I would.
Would you? If you could, you?
Well, you could say that I can, actually. Everyone has the potential to draw it right first time. With infinite possibilities, so it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, so in some parallel universe, there's an India that did get it right first time.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit, everyone look at this line. I must preserve this line forever.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the other day she drew like a circle, and like, it was just like...
It wasn't even a circle.
But, okay, an ellipse then, like a half part of an ellipse, and she was just like, and it was just done, and I was like, whoa. Whoa.
It wasn't very impressive.
It was awesome.
No, it's simply the fact that drawing those kind of shapes, it's much easier to get a smooth line if you do it quickly. That's all it is. Yeah. Like, it's actually easy to do it that way. Not very impressive.
Oh,
it's
wow.
just
I managed to join the end up. Look at that.
Nice!
Oh.
You see, it wasn't even that, there wasn't even an end to join. Because I kind of drew a half ellipse. So it was pretty easy, it's not as impressive as it sounds. Creator can export GIFs now. So good. My Team Boom seems okay, Hardy. He doesn't tend to lag too much. I've got to say there have been a couple of times when it's crashed. And that's worse than lagging for me. But it hasn't lagged really before. I don't know what it is. It might be that my computer can handle it, or I don't know. It might just be lucky. Hey, praise. No worries. You can just chill out and watch if you want. Is anyone doing work alongside us? And if so, what you doing?
We know we stream at a sort of hard time.
It's a hard time for people who live in America, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's the morning time. For people in America, it's like midnight to 1.
I used to know, well, Dave Raposa used to stream at like, I think 9 AM his time. Or maybe even earlier. He used to stream at the same time we do, but in US time, as a wake up thing. And I used to catch it at lunchtime where I was. Like in America, it makes more sense.
Yeah, that's
to
cool.
do it around this time.
Who knows, maybe one day we'll live in America.
And then it'll be all cool.
Secretly scared of living in America. Also kind of want to work in America. For the people.
For the money.
For the people? Who even knows what the money's like?
Yeah, I'm so kidding.
Rah! I'm gonna make this arm go down a little bit more. Arm go down. What? So now we want... Okay, cool. So he needs a closed mouth shape here. Because he's what is. So the I and the is are both going to be this kind of teeth together type pose.
Oh, you lip syncing?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a good one to hit because both of the notes following this one are going to have that kind of shape.
It's nice to see you animating on the animation breakfast stream.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Wow. So it's an animation breakfast stream about animation
Yes.
for animators, and the fact that you're animating and demonstrating animating, showing your process animating is pretty cool.
Yeah. Continue.
Frame by frame,
Yeah.
traditional animation, 3D drawing.
Yeah.
Is a good thing. It's not a dye medium, and you're showing that it's so approachable and possible for people to just pick up and play.
It definitely is. Thank you very much, Mike, for telling me about it.
You're welcome.
Oh, get those arms in the air. Waving like you just don't care. Got a cello up in each hand over there. Play it like you just don't care.
Head praise mainly falls asleep listening to us.
Oh, well that's good.
That sounds harrowing.
I hope you don't get terrible dreams. Dream of keyframes.
He'll just be there, or they'll just be there.
Do animators dream of badly keyed sheep?
Oh, could you imagine that different styles of animation of sheep going over so there's a stop motion sheep, and then there's a limited animation sheep, and then there's a cal art sheep.
Don't you start using cal art style as a thing. You know that that's inaccurate and wrong.
Yeah, I know. The amount of dreams Kieran's had with a 3D transform cursor in center view is upsetting. I get you.
Of course, we could grab some breakfast and write some scripts. Sounds good. The rabbit says midnight to 1 India. Try 1 to 3 or 4. Oh jeez. I'm sorry guys. Kieran says the amount of dreams I've had with a 3D transform cursor in center view is upsetting.
Do you know what we should do, India?
No.
Let's just get up earlier.
Okay.
Let's start our stream at 5 till 7, and then push out all the other people, and then people in the American people could be like, yeah, it's 10 p.m.
You know what, Mike?
What?
I would kind of be up for doing that if you wanted. You see, my plan so far had been, maybe we should push the streams half an hour later, so that we start at 7:30, which is what I've been doing regularly anyway, and I go to a gym at 6:30 to 7. However, if we streamed 5 till 7, I could just go to the gym at 7.
Yeah.
You see, you joked about it, Mike, but I'm totally up for it.
I think like 80% of other people viewing would be like, oh no.
What about the people who are in England?
Yeah.
Would you guys get up at 5 AM with us? Huh?
Distinct no.
Oh, come on now. Come on now, it's not that early. We can watch the sunrise together.
I went to bed at 3. So.
I thought it was 2:30.
I lied.
Michael, why did you lie?
I sugarcoated it Friday.
Why did you lie?
Kieran's like, I would already be up at the gym, so no. Alan's like, do you really go to the gym every day? No.
In the future we do, Aline.
In
the future. That was our plan, to go and do a half-hour jog every day. Because there's a gym like directly underneath us.
Bryony gets up at 6:30, but I still need to do her hair.
It's very important though.
Bryony's hair though is magnificent.
It really is. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I'm jealous. Katie has really nice hair too.
She does.
Katie, your hair is adorable. I can't take it. Whenever I see you, like I just want to ruffle it and hug you.
Ruffle it and hug her?
Yeah.
At the same time? Is that like
yeah,
patting her
all
belly and rubbing her
consecutively.
head?
Either. Okay, 5 AM seems to be a hard line for people.
Hard pass.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe we should just do more of the evening streams.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's a little bit difficult though, just because the person we live with normally gets up around midday-ish and works late, and we wouldn't want to disturb their work.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that there'll be a point very soon where they'll have a lot of deadlines coming up and won't want us nattering. What's the square root of 27 times 3.08? 8.43.
Herbert said, saying there's a gym underneath you immediately makes me think there's some underground gym.
Yeah.
Fight club. India's gonna go
oh
fight in
my
a
gosh.
fight club.
If there was a fight club, I would actually consider...
What would you consider?
Joining the fight club.
Oh.
I would get really beaten up.
Katie's afro loves us both very much.
Oh, we love you too. Katie's afro. I was considering getting my fringe dyed for you guys.
Yeah.
I went to
yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
No, I was gonna say you did a recon mission yesterday.
I went to a hairdresser's, which I haven't done in years. I don't know if you could tell. I went to a hairdresser's for the first time in ages, and I was like, hey, I want to do this thing. How much is it? And they were like, you need a consultation. So I was like, okay, can I have one? And they were like, yes, you have to come back in 15 minutes. and then we'll be able to give you one. I was like,
such arbitrary bullshit.
Okay. So I went and wandered around for 10 minutes and then came back, and they were like, great, have a seat. So I sat down for another like 15 minutes, and then they were like, okay, now we can see you. And then they said that dyeing my fringe would be 120 euros. And I was like, wow, look at the time. I have to go. I'll think about it. I'll call you.
Do you think it's a tactic where it's like, well, I've just wasted half an hour of my life getting this consultation,
so I should definitely get the treatment done? I don't know, I just didn't expect it to be so expensive. Is that usual? People of the chat who have your hair dyed, is this usual? 120 euros? I mean, I have dark hair, so they said they would have to bleach it a number of times to get it as close to white as they could. But it's just my fringe. It's just my fringe.
I think it's probably billed by the hour, and so
I don't know.
it would take just as much time to do your whole head as it would a fringe.
I think it's billed by product as well though, so surely they would charge more for having to use more product.
A good dye is expensive, and it is if they have to bleach as well.
Oh wow. Yeah, just the fringe. Not even the whole head. Just, I was like, I have a cool fringe. That'd be awesome. I was thinking Sonic fringe. I was gonna have it.
You were gonna get a spike.
I was gonna do it blue and then gel it into spikes every morning. And then paint a tiny Sonic on my forehead. That goes into my hairline.
Way past cool.
Very.
That's not the behaviour of someone obsessed. Nope, not at all.
For this price, I had my whole head done once with 4 different colours. Yeah, that seems really expensive then, huh? And also, Aline, that sounds freaking cool! I would have loved to have seen you with that done. I don't suppose you have any pictures, because that sounds freaking awesome.
So I think we might have just went to an expensive place.
Yeah.
It didn't feel expensive. I get freaked out about like beauty-centric places, because everyone in there is like...
Beautiful.
No, it's like an active kind of beauty. Like, you know when someone's trying to appear more beautiful than they... Like they're trying to augment what the beauty that's there. And so it's like this desperate push to a higher level.
Yeah.
It just feels weird to me. I like people who are more natural looking and less scary.
I think I've just skewed your palette.
You've not skewed my palette. If anything, I gravitated towards your au natural.
Mike's gesturing wildly at me and not being able to find any words. I like goblins. They're my favourite class. My favourite race, sorry. Let's see. When you bleach your hair, you're filling on their seats for a good couple of hours. Ah, Karen, how much I would love to go white. That would be amazing. I would really love white or grey hair. But no, they were just saying they'd have to get my fringe as close to white as possible for the dye to work properly. I would really, really love to have like white hair. I think that's awesome. But I worry how I'd look with it.
Yeah.
I guess that would be the most expensive because you'd have to properly do the entire head. Sorry, Mike, were you saying something?
Habit was commenting on what I was saying, high maintenance beauty, and Kieran saying like enforced shallowness. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I think it's someone who invests so much of their time in changing their appearance. Like just, I'm like, okay.
Is it just like the time investment they put into it that freaks you out? Because I can understand being freaked out by time investments.
Yeah.
That's something that freaks me out.
I think it's maybe, to me, how close to centre their own appearance seems to be. Like how they work in fashion and beauty stuff, so they,
yeah.
Like there's probably more pressure on them to maintain that, so it's fine. I'm just saying, for me personally, I get not freaked out. What's the word? I pick up on it. I notice it. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe it seems odd to you in the same way that pursuing art or animation might seem odd to other people who don't get it. It's like if it's a passion of yours, then like follow what makes you happy.
I think just personally, I've not taken a lot of time or effort into my own appearance.
No, but you were saying something interesting the other day.
I probably swing way the other way though.
What's that?
Like I take not enough care of my appearance probably.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it depends if you're that bothered about it or not.
Not really.
But as long as it's not like you're hurting anyone with lack of hygiene or anything, I think it's okay. But you said something interesting the other day, which was that you wish that you were... What was it you said? You wish you were as attractive in school as you are now? Or you wish you thought you were as attractive in school as you are now?
I think it's more I wish I was as comfortable as I am now in my appearance as I was. I wish I was as comfortable as I am now back in high school.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of kind of social cues or perceived in like vulnerability is someone being awkward. I think if you're not confident, that shines through as like you can be like bullied and stuff. Whereas if you just don't give a shit and you're like comfortable in yourself, people are like less likely to. I don't know.
I don't know if they're less likely to bully you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this a lot the other day, and how I look very, very similar to how I did when I was in high school and getting bullied a lot. Like, I really haven't changed that much appearance-wise, but it's sad that it's taken me this long in my life to feel more comfortable in my own skin, and I think a lot of it is just not caring anymore.
Yeah.
I think once you stop caring about whether you're attractive or not, you actually become a lot more attractive. Or at least I think I did, just because I stopped feeling so awkward all the time. I think a lot of what made me feel that way was the worry that that's the way that people perceived me. And the fact that that made me kind of shrink into my own skin and feel very uncomfortable in my own skin is one of the reasons why it was very hard for me to feel good or look good in anything. Whereas now I don't care, and I feel casual and comfortable about it most of the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's really helped me like appear more attractive, if that makes sense. Like, just because I'm not trying, I'm not bothered, I'm not shying away from it as much anymore.
Aline said that she can tell that I don't care about my appearance. Thanks, Aline.
Sonny says, my first CD character was a female orc bard who was a belly dancer. Unfortunately, since she's an orc, she's super ugly. So no one wanted to see her dance and would throw up and lose health when she did. That's an extreme reaction to the ugliness.
Yeah.
I'm glad that doesn't happen in real life.
That's active ugliness.
Active vitriol.
Hello, Evie the weirdo.
It'd be quite a cool superpower to be able to just make people throw up at will, though.
I wish, Aline. My beard doesn't grow in any sort of length, although the chin part is getting,
Yeah, Aline says that's what makes being an adult so cool, is no longer caring about going around in your pyjamas. Yeah, when you stop caring, everything becomes much more fun.
Yeah.
Because it's water off a duck's back all of a sudden, and you just get the freedom to kind of do the goofy things that you always wanted to. But it's a shame it takes you that long to develop the confidence, you know? And that I didn't have that confidence back when I was 18. Because I would have enjoyed life a lot more, I think.
You would have rocked it.
And worried less. That's part of why I was thinking about getting my hair dyed, is it's something I always kind of wanted to do but never had the confidence to do. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll just do it now. I don't want to like regret not doing it. Brian says the most attractive thing is confidence and humour, I think. I think that's really true. If someone is funny, like, I am frequently find that person very attractive. Like, they just have to be funny.
Yeah.
That's, being fun-loving and adventurous is, like, incredibly attractive to me, personally. That's something that I admire greatly in people.
I think that's, like, people just want to be around someone that, like, makes them feel comfortable.
Brian says, it usually comes with age, I've noticed. Most people I know were super self-conscious in their teens and early 20s, and then you're almost in your 30s and like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's so much better and nicer to be that way. Like, it's really like a load off your mind.
Yeah, we like rock music.
Oh, yeah. Also, hello, Evie.
Ronnie's like Jermaine Clemens is my ultimate example. Visually, I wouldn't think I'd fancy someone like him, but then he starts singing and I'm like, take me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of people that I've met who you wouldn't think, you wouldn't take a picture of them and be like, wow, that person's really attractive. But you just have to spend 5 minutes in a room with them and you're like, oh my gosh, this person's awesome.
Yeah.
And it really, like, meeting those kind of people really showed me that, like, being attractive on the outside is subjective. Like, I can find someone, like, not so attractive when I first meet them, but as soon as I have spent a little bit of time with them, all the stuff which makes them not super attractive conventionally becomes super attractive because it's like their quirks. It's like the way their smile is lopsided.
Yeah.
Like the way that their eyes light up or their eyebrows do this. Like that mole on their cheek. Like all that stuff becomes the stuff that you love about them.
Yeah. Like there's a separation, I think, between beauty and attraction that's important. So the visual first read is just one layer. Like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, it's weird because it's like the cover changes depending on your perception.
Yeah.
It's like first impressions change. You might think something about someone's appearance when you first meet them, and then after a little bit of time, you'll completely reverse the way that you see them. Because it's also subjective.
Do you know what's also interesting is someone that isn't classically or stereotypically pretty will have had to have worked harder to create charm.
I don't know, like, I don't like to think of it as you have to work hard to create charm if you're unattractive. Like, I just think everyone has this innate beauty, and the way that you treat people. Like, there've been people who are very conventionally attractive who I've ended up, like, really not liking the sight of at all. Because every time they open their mouths, they say something, like, derogatory about other people, and it really annoys me. And, like, I just can't stand to see your face. Every time I see you, you annoy me because I know you're just going to say something, like, nasty about someone.
Yeah.
And there are people who, like, I find incredibly attractive who I never would have thought would be my type. Because they're so funny and so nice, and suddenly, like, everything about them is really attractive and awesome, and like, what I think of it more of is people who have had bad experiences where they've been bullied and stuff, and have gone through that kind of stuff. I think those people have had to do a lot more kind of soul searching, and had to find things about themselves that are worth liking, even though people tell them that like they're not likable. I think that makes you grow a lot as a person. I think that actually makes you feel more for others, because you know what it's like to feel kind of helpless.
Or targeted, I guess.
Yeah, and so I think people like that sometimes are less likely to be nasty to others, simply because they know how it feels, even if people are nasty to them. Maybe that's rose-tinted glasses, I don't know.
I think you're speaking from experience.
And yeah, maybe I'm just speaking for myself overly. I guess that's a little bit off subject. Night night unknown.
Grog's like, yeah man, I was born incredibly charming, but that might not apply since I'm also the most attractive person in any given room.
Nice.
Put that on your CV.
Anine says skills are super attractive, and I agree.
Yeah,
skills are super. Like, if someone's good at something, I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, drum that drum, or draw that hand. That's the way. It's awesome.
Okay, Hardik is asking for tips for not being intimidated within a group of people. 3, 2, 1, go.
Stop caring.
That's 1. 2.
So don't care what they think. Just have fun.
Realize that they
like spiders. They're more scared of you than you are of them.
They are masking insecurities all the time as well, and so, like, if one of the people appears more confident than the others, just relax. It's fine. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure if you can not be intimidated by a group of people though, Hardik. Like, I still am. I think that comes with time, to be honest. I think it's like practice. The main thing that I would say to you is is try not to care. But I know that if you're intimidated, you're intimidated. You know? It's going to get better over time. But you might just have to deal with being intimidated. So I guess the first tip I would give is be okay with being intimidated. And make your peace with the fact that you will be intimidated, and that's okay. And that's normal. Because they are probably intimidated as well by you.
You can potentially, rather than try and hide the fact that it's awkward or that you feel awkward, you can lean into it and just be like, man, just state something along the lines of, yeah, I'm feeling quite awkward just now, sorry about that. Like, or no, wait.
Mike and I are the best people to come to for advice on not being awkward around people.
I think there's a way you can lean into it where you like can be awkward together and it's fun. But it really depends whether you're with someone who is as or more awkward.
I guess starting a conversation about something that you know people in the group are into is helpful. Like, if you know everyone's been watching My Hero Academia, or people are into a certain kind of music, then starting a conversation about something that you guys have common ground on, even if that's like animation or something, is probably a good shout.
I think all of the brain space that you're occupying with worrying about how you're being perceived, if you put that on its head, and as Bryony's saying there, it's like, rather than not caring, show care. Devote that to just being there for the other people in the conversation, or like,
yeah, be a good conversation backup for people and such.
Be attentive,
listen.
Be a good listener, yeah. I tend to hang back in group conversations. I'm much better at one-to-ones.
Ask people questions. I find it hard too though. Like, because I would get advice like ask people questions, and I wouldn't be able to think of any question to ask other than, how are you? I always kick myself afterwards and I'm like, oh, I could have said this or that, I could have done this. It's really hard. Conversations are hard.
Here's some real talk. Patrick came over to Dublin. It's okay if I talk about this?
Okay, yeah, you can talk about this. This is a tender place.
This is tender. So Patrick came over to Ireland, and even though India has worked with Patrick and has spoken to him at length over the internet and stuff, being in the same space with him, she was really intimidated by him and wasn't her best self, wasn't her relaxed, easygoing, cool, awesome Swiftie. She was kind of pent up, and I think because she was like so worried about messing up, like you retreated a little bit into yourself, and that made you less approachable and less easy to talk to. And then on the flip side, like I would have conversations with Patrick and I would try and be like, you know, just talk, and it was just like, what did you guys talk about? And it's like nothing. Like it was just like, this is a very tender place. What I'm trying to say is it's a lot easier to talk to and with someone who is calmer and relaxed than it is to talk to someone who you can see is tense. So yeah, if you're in a situation where you want to talk to someone who you're nervous about, a lot of it is just realizing that they're just a person, they just want to have a cool conversation, and easy breeziness. Like I added more easy breezy air and it was more approachable than perhaps 50. I don't know where I'm going with this. Help.
Well, it was your point.
Yeah.
But I believe what you were saying is just you being very nervous about it can end up crippling you in conversation. When you get as nervous as I get in conversations with people who I admire a lot, it can really impede you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain it, but if I get into a situation where I'm feeling very intimidated, I can completely freeze up and I'm not sure how to fix it.
I think it starts to put the social interaction into a context or framing where it's like a success or a failure. Like I need to succeed in this meeting with this person, and when it starts to get framed like that, then it's like you keep feeling like you're failing, but the main failure is sort of seeing it that way to begin with, whereas it's more of a kind of casual, relaxed, nice, like take it down a level where it's just like just have a nice interchange of jokes and stories and things. Well, I'm sorry, I just saw that Katie was like, to be honest, I felt the exact same when I met you guys.
Really? Because you didn't come off that way when you met us at all.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised.
You're so cool. Katie, you're so cool. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you again, hopefully at Thought Bubble this year.
It took a good 2 days for me to be able to talk to you guys feeling confidently. You know,
wow,
same.
That's crazy to think. Because yeah, you definitely didn't come off as awkward at all. I think we probably came off as awkward. Because we always do. But Katie, you're just one cool cucumber.
Grog says, I would have been way more intimidated if I knew who you guys were before I met you. Like, we met Grog at the Lakes Comic Art Festival, and it was just me and Swiftie sitting behind a table with our comics in front of us. And we aren't anyone. No.
Who are we? Just two ragamuffins. Two peoples like yous.
If you go back to like the first stream, how nervous both of us and awkward we were.
We're still really bad and awkward though, so we don't expect it to be very different.
We're not as bad as that.
We're pretty bad. We're pretty bad.
Oh, thanks, Alan. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a cure. Guys, I wish there was, because I feel it. You guys feel it. Why can't we just take a potion and all suddenly be like nice and confident about stuff? Wouldn't that be grand?
That would be cool. You can just sort of.
Kieran, you get intimidated. Are you kidding me? We work together. You're super duper cool. We are peers.
You know what?
We should hang out though.
Yeah.
Like, for serious.
I think it's important not to dismiss, like, if someone's feeling, like, if someone goes, oh, I feel awkward around you, it's like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Rather be like, oh no, you're super confident and everything, and like, you don't, like, you weren't, you kind of dismissed that they feel that way. It's like, no, they genuinely felt that way. And that's cool, because we felt just as awkward.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dismiss anything. It's just, it's surprising, you know? It's always surprising to hear people nervous around you. Because you're like, I'm such a mess.
Tibbs was saying that I was going to just lurk in the Discord for a while, but at the moment I joined, Doig yelled a big welcome and I had to engage in conversation.
Nice, Michael.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like I'm continually pushing Tibbs to do things that she wouldn't naturally do.
That's good. I think Tibbs need to be pushed sometimes.
It comes out of a place of care though. It's a bear. I need to get this bear to look like they're looking down, but not too down. Not emotionally down, like physically head tilted down. There we go. I think.
Well, we'll definitely try and get hold of you then. I've been wanting to do some like meetups with people just in Dublin. Animation peoples who I haven't seen enough. Just hang out. Sorry, Mike?
Tib says Doig is mean.
He is, but he's mean in a kind way. It's cruel to be kind.
Yeah. I keep encouraging Tibbs to post her work somewhere. And
She doesn't want to.
That it's important to post her work to. And I asked nicely, and then the other day I was just like, screen cap, paste, and then commented on it.
Yeah.
And Tibbs was like, who hurt you, Doig? Who hurt you?
Such good work though, it's important to share it. It's important.
I remember giving a book report on a Terry Pratchett book, and I remember saying something that I didn't intend to be funny, and the whole class laughed.
Yeah.
And the feeling of just like, I made a whole classroom laugh.
I did that!
And then not understanding how or why, and just being
geez.
like, oh, okay.
You know those times when you like, you say something, and everyone laughs at it, and you're like, what did I say? Like, I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
What? You're like, ha 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 ha, yeah. Oh, what did I do? Wow, Sarah defined this 54 frames animation in Photoshop. That's awesome. Keep going. Oh my gosh, and Rabbit, we love your doodles so much. They're the best. You're not wearing it today.
I'm not, no.
But he wore it for a good like week and a half straight. I was like, you should probably wear a different shirt sometime.
Thank you. Thank you for... It was comfy, okay?
Yeah, it's just really hot.
And I'll tell you that in the middle of that week and a half, I washed it.
And then
and it
put it back
dried
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As soon
no,
as
I
it was
believe
dry, I
you.
wore it again.
I believe you.
It needs washed there, though.
Oh, Katie says, on the subject of feeling emotionally awkward though, there's something that always helps me when I think about it. Mr. Smiley, maybe someday we can meet. Are you in America? Because we would like to go to America sometime. Hopefully next year, maybe.
I think we'll make it over, yeah. I think maybe we need to figure out what projects to work on next year.
I wish that we had enough money to just work on our own projects. Because I feel like they're like long delayed.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to do some animations with you again. And also focus on Girl in the Glim.
That's just why he lives in Australia.
Oh, Australia!
I think we both tried to do it.
Yeah, was it good? How was it?
Australia.
That's awesome. I'd love to go to Australia sometime. That'd be amazing.
I have family there.
You do?
I think so.
Whoa, won't you take advantage of that fam?
Or at least I have an old family friend that considers themselves family, we'll say.
I'm not quite sure what that means.
Oh, is this the advice Katie says? Everyone focuses so much on their own worries post awkward conversation in day-to-day life. The reality is the awkward things people do around them do hardly get registered in comparison. I think because people are so worried about their own awkwardness that they're too busy realizing they're awkward.
Yeah, to worry about your awkwardness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And that is comforting. It was terrible. Almost no one sounds like that here. We're rubbish. Smiley, one thing you will learn is how bad we are at accents.
We're super terrible.
We're really bad. It makes it worse, the fact that we have a lot of friends who are very good at them. It really puts into sharp relief how bad we are at them.
Grog, I'm afraid to say that we are not going to be at the Comic Art Festival in Kendal this year.
No, just because last time it cost us so much to get over and the table was really expensive and we barely sold anything.
We sold 11 books.
Yeah, over the 2 days. And we couldn't cover our table. And this year we're even worse off for money than we were last year. So we can't really justify doing it. But we'll be at Leeds. We'll be at football. Because we did really well at football. So we're hoping that we'll do well again this year and it'll help us cover a few bills.
Probably do less well if it's the same audience.
I think so, yeah.
At the same time, maybe we'll be able to sell more films to more of the audience we didn't see, and because there'll be people there that goes, "Hey, you seen this?"
Yeah.
I'm hoping to meet Cy Spurrier.
Oh, cool.
There as well.
I think this year we'll be a little bit more relaxed about it than we were last year.
Yeah.
Last year was our first ever comic convention. So we were kind of tense about it. I think this year we'll be a bit more relaxed about it.
I think we probably won't have the same sort of... I don't know, how are you feeling about the vertical display stand meshes thing?
Oh, they were okay. Yeah, I think they were helpful.
Okay.
Maybe we'll buy our own, but we probably won't put as much effort into presentation as we did. Because it was cool, but to be honest, we've presented a few things since then, and just simple looks just as good.
Yeah.
It's just overcomplicated feels better, because it feels like you put a lot of effort into it, but it doesn't necessarily make it any more striking.
Yeah, I feel like people walking by, if they look at the kind of prints and stuff, they feel like they've seen your table, and they just keep walking sort of thing, whereas when we were at Decaf, which I know was a smaller event, but people, when they're walking by, all they could see were the books, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I'll pick this up then.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think Decaf is kind of skewed in a weird way as well, though.
Yeah, because it's a lot of friends who were there, who were supporting us, rather than people who had never seen our stuff before, which really helped.
Tib said, Grog, let's get in a shipment of Girl in the Glim and get a table in Kendal as distributors.
Yeah, Kieran recommends an iPad playing loops of our streams and animations, maybe content trumps banners. Speaking of which, we have to get an animated banner over to the Thought Bubble crew.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can do that in the morning streams this week if you want.
You can.
I can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. Because I was going to say I'm a bit worried about doing it myself because of this deadline that's coming up.
How do you feel about that idea of Midge running?
Wow, Tibbs. Yeah.
It's because she just talked about Glenn. She's registered in that slot in my brain now.
I love that idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. I thought it was really good.
Okay. I'm gonna work on that then.
Awesome. I can do some fast drawers for you as well once you have the basic motion.
Okay.
Which should help us keep Midge your model.
Bryony suggests doing sticker sheets for Glim.
Oh, that could be fun. Oh my gosh, I could stick Midge and Jove and Sylvia everywhere. Oh no, I'm just geeking out about it. Because I'm the only one who I think who cares enough about the characters to want to put them on things. But that's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea, yeah.
Also, Katie says, guys, I found a comic shop in Brighton that expressed interest in your comic when I mentioned it passing. The same one that was complimenting the pillow work of Coda.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if they're interested in getting stock, let us know.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Yeah, that would be amazing. I might want to draw a TH mouth inside profile. Let's see.
We're at the point where we're kind of running out of the second print run of Glim as well, so we need to consider how to continue having copies of the book.
We can't afford to reprint it, basically. Because to reprint it, we'd need to find 800 euros from somewhere. Yeah. And we don't think there's enough people who don't have it now to be able to justify a Kickstarter. We think pretty much everyone who knows us, who wanted a copy, has probably bought a copy now.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, we don't know if we're going to be able to afford another print run. But that's a problem for another day.
Yeah.
I think this is how I'd probably do it, if that is helpful to you.
I mean, potentially we could try and encourage. Well, let's think about this. If we got 80 pre-orders of Girl in the Glim, 80 people to pre-order it, then that would be a print run.
Yeah, I don't think there's 80 people who want it, though.
Not
like,
yet, there isn't.
Just given the amount of orders we normally get for it. Let's give him little under eyelids on this.
Mr. Smiley said, "Oh, what ruined my day today was the sub-teacher. We were drawing a coat of arms and I quickly sketched out fire. He said, 'Here's a tip, don't become an artist,' jokingly, and I was like, 'Fuck you up, man!'"
What a doofus! What an absolute doof!
Yeah.
Ignore him. There's plenty of amazing artists and animators who were told not to do that. The amount of stories I've heard of really, really awesome artists and animators who are like, yeah, my teacher said, don't quit your day job. Don't do that, you're not very good at it. It's like, beyond counting.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they think. You do what you want to do.
Katie, usually comic book shops do sale and return with a 30%. We take 30% of whether they sell it or not, unless we can get something. I can't do the math.
Sorry? What are you trying to work out?
Katie's saying if a comic shop ordered a bulk of them, then that would be 80 straight away. And I'm trying to think, we would probably need more than 80 because usually they do sale or return and take 30% of the sale when it occurs. Yeah,
I guess it depends how the comic shop wants to do it. Like, I think some comic shops do just order them and pay for them, and then they sell them at whatever they want. But the ones we've been doing so far have been, we'll take them off your hands, you have to give them to us for free. And then if we sell them, you'll get 70% of the profits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, something we should look into. Grog says, you got to plug Girl in the Glim at the end of this Grumps animation. That'll net you at least 80 pre-orders.
We'll just pop it at the end of the collaborated segment. Just have Dan just reading it at the piano.
You know, that's not so far.
Oh my goodness, don't even. Mike's a great manager, but if he gets those dollar signs in his eyes, you've got to watch out.
I was just saying it's not so far from the truth.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
Because Dan's read Girl in the Glim,
Yeah.
and he said he liked it, which is really cool. Oh my god. Ah. So awesome.
They'd be like, wow, this video stopped to advertise this one book. It must be important.
Yeah, it's not just the animator being like...
That'd be ridiculous. You just enter it with like some Swifty SFX like
Stop the music. I need to advertise myself.
Need to figure out how to do like a bear eye closed. I guess I could have like a white. I don't know how to draw bear's eyes closed because they're already so dark.
Let's have his mouth go up. Dude! What did you do? Dan is very sweet. It was very kind of him to take the time. Because I know he must be massively busy. And when he's not massively busy, he needs time to relax and not have people emailing him all the time and asking his opinion on things all the time. So I'm really, really happy that he took the time to read it, and it was really nice of him to say that he liked it. Like, I don't know how Ben and Aaron find the time to do anything. The amount of stuff they have going on is absolutely crazy. Yeah, Grog, we got to meet him very briefly one time, and I brought Gil and Grim along, and Mike made me give it to him.
Mike made you?
Yeah. It was very brief. It was like, I think 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Just before he was going to go and do a live show, because we had tickets to a live show, and we just said hi. And wished him luck. Like, I would love to be able to meet them for longer to actually have a conversation with them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, more of a
an actual
scenario, not a transit scenario.
But I'm sure that they have more than enough friends and requests to meet them and hang out with them. So I will keep it a dream until it happens, hopefully one day.
I think I just changed the expressionless bear to be like wistful from what you were.
Until then, I'll just animate their stupid little faces doing things.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, comes with Doig and Swift. I was like, who are these guys? Jeez.
Oh, the cat appeared again.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, are we?
That would terrify me.
Don't worry, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, God. Roxanne, are you in America? Whereabouts are you in the world?
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Where in the world is Roxanne? I don't know what your second name is, so I couldn't finish the song properly.
Roxy San Diego. Doodle Dudes, on the other hand, that might be.
Oh man.
Do they still doodle dudes?
No, they don't still doodle dudes. Unfortunately. I really love that series, but I think Ross wanted to focus on
Game of Earth.
Yep, and also a lot of people weren't available anymore to do stuff because they had their own stuff on. So it was a short but sweet series.
The Dust Kitty asks, I do not understand. Why is there a bear head on a woman's body?
This is the question.
I find it aesthetically pleasing.
Well, it started off as a joke,
Yeah.
but I think it's gone far beyond that now.
It's really fun to draw.
I'm looking forward to your Bare Naked Ladies book. I hope that's something that you'll be doing before Bubble.
Yeah.
That sounded very convincing.
I'm just thinking about time and stuff. But
How many you have already?
I've lost count, so I've got enough material to put something together. By now, I'm sure.
Christoph, the spiritual successor on Ownplays. Oh really?
Oh, that's cool.
What do they do? What doodle they do? What do they doodle? Tiff, did you start as a joke? I started life as a pun.
Doig's aesthetic is post-bareheaded modern expressionism. I just find it really fun to like try and translate some of the human emotion features onto a bear expression. I don't know. It tickles me. Is she bare naked?
Oh,
Yeah.
she is.
She is.
She's got a bare butt.
It's not showing. I started a new one. So there's this one, and then there's this one from yesterday. I'm aiming to have like a collection of drawings and paintings to stick together into a book.
You can do it.
I guess this could probably be classified as furry art.
It's a really weird face. I'm not sure it's working either.
This face?
No, my face, not your face, don't worry. My Aaron face for this do. It's very odd.
Duskity says, so like, can Doig actually animate, or is that only your thing, so?
Oh, Doig can definitely animate as well.
You reckon?
Well, yeah. He keeps acting surprised about it, but then he keeps doing cool animations. So, animation is primarily my thing in that it's the only thing pretty much that I do. Whereas Doig does lots of different things, and animation is one of the things that he does. But you were thinking about doing the banner, so you might be animating tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I animated Grog says, the animation I did for the ABC video is right, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. That was when you animated the Bare Naked Lady.
It was, yeah. I don't. Hello, cat. Walks away.
Let's see. Yeah, the cat always walks away.
Oh, they might do Kingdom Hearts 3, Duskity. Dougie's gonna animate Tib on a banner, gonna be exciting. Wait, did that even open? There we go.
I think it's playing through properly. I might have to give it a little bit of a render just to check, because it seems to be skipping frames when I'm trying to play it. It's a bit irritating.
So yeah, here was something that I put together. Oh, rendering patch. Awesome.
You want a KH playthrough by Game Grumps? Oh, Kingdom Hearts!
Yeah.
Maybe it will happen. That'd be very cool.
So it was just a really rough gestural thing.
Oh, it's already finished rendering. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems to be working okay the little bit I just did. That's good. He does snap suddenly from one post to the other, so I'll have to fill that in tomorrow.
The brush is actually generally okay.
I need to have him drag his arms more. Okay, that's something I can do.
That's not the brush.
Perfect. Okay. I think we should call the stream, Mike.
Call it what, anyway?
Call it finished for today. It is, after all, 10:20.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, that's not a
We
bad
started a
idea.
little bit late, but we did go for the full 2 hours.
So
We'll try and be better on time tomorrow, because tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be doing gym before the stream. So the stream should be at 7:30 tomorrow, I think. 7:30 our time.
are you doing gym tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to try and enroll again today.
I see. Okay. Let me save.
Yeah,
Let me save.
it's 10:20. Crikey! Time for us to head off and do some work.
Yeah. High five, India.
Baja!
Good animating. You want to show any of your
Good
sequences
job.
you've done?
I showed a little bit just then.
Oh, okay.
I played it through just to check it was working, and there are a
Cool.
few things I need to iron out, but the lip sync looks okay in general.
Awesome. Okay, everyone.
Alright, we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And may the rest
Have your day.
be filled
With
adventure.
Bye bye now.
Have a great day. Bye.
Take care.